Hey folks, John Ferguson Smart here. BDD or TDD, what should you do? Sometimes I hear that question. Always strikes me as odd because behaviour driven development is a collaboration activity where you get together, have conversations, figure out what examples and rules you need to prove to show that a feature works, and then maybe, generally it's a good idea, you try and automate them in the form of executable specifications. Those executable specifications then flow into the development process. And as you work out from the outside in, as you work from these acceptance criteria into your code, you write smaller and smaller acceptance criteria for lower level components, for more detailed behavior, and as you work in, it gets more and more detailed until you're confident that the application works. That's what we call an outside-in approach, and it's where we start with BDD. As we go down, I like to do test-driven development because I find it the most effective way that I know to write code as a developer. But it gets driven by the acceptance criteria. You start by defining your acceptance criteria, get them in an executable form, and then as you go down, you do test-driven development. It's a flow. It's not one or the other. You generally combine both. If you had to just do one, I'd probably do BDD because that's going to give you the clarity and the vision of what you need to build. And it's going to give you your starting point. Sometimes for small applications, say a very small microservice, BDD might just be enough because you only need to define a few acceptance criteria to scope out the whole feature that you want to build. And you may be able to implement everything under the hood and get confidence that it works just with those BDD scenarios. But generally speaking, as you go down, you want to get more confidence at a lower level. So I personally prefer to do TDD because it allows me to go faster. But obviously it's a personal decision. But which would you do in a pinch? I would always start with BDD. And then I would work down and see what I need to do as I build out those features. Okay, thanks for listening, folks.